Here we are with the pros and cons joining the military 2025 edition. It's been a super challenging time, and we are merging into that new phase where it's either where people are not really sure if it's going to be bad or if it's going to be good, as well as for the country and also for soldiers. We have seen the Gen Zs not being sure if the military was for them. We've seen our young generation not engaging into joining the military because they are scared, because they are unsure, because they can sit behind the camera and still earn more than what they will earn in the military. That sense of servicing, that sense of giving back, that sense of doing it for the love of the country have decreased. That's why I decided to make this video talking about the good and the nay joining the military 2025. Instead of starting with the good, I decided to start with the bad, and then we're gonna conclude with the good. What do you think? Let's do that. Very first thing, something that people that people don't really appreciate being in the military is that service is actually being a soldier. It's putting somebody else ahead of ourselves, meaning the mission. If you can drop everything ongoing, anything that you have going at the moment, and report and show up at work. If you're not that type of person that can pick up their backpack and just go. If you're not the type of person that we're gonna say you're traveling in 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months, if you can't do that, the army will be, or the military will be really challengeful for you. So that selfless services, helping others more than yourself, is a big thing. The mission first. That's what it is with the military. You answer and you execute orders without questioning them. The second thing is family. The military takes a big toll on family. You're gonna see statistics talking about the highest rate of divorce is actually in the military, or military is not doesn't work out for marriage people. But on the contrary, you have some families that actually work out because they are dual military, or the wife only, the spouse, one of them will stay at home and working, while the other one is in the military. And it can be challengeful when one spouse, like one of the couple, have to go on a mission. That the least that we go on a mission could be up to 6 months. Well, it could be from 6 months to 9 months, up to a whole year. Okay. Oh yes. Sometimes we go on rotation, and it lasts a month if it's just a regular training, 6 months, but up to 9 months. Now we also have what we call deployment. Okay, deployment will come in place and could be a challenge for the family, when the other partner can go with you. If you are in the military and your partner want to travel, and your partner can travel with you because the area is not safe, or the area is not meant for families and stuff like that, you can go with your spouse. And being away doesn't really help. When you have children, you're missing birthdays, you're missing graduations, you're missing the growth of your kids. Some people don't really like that. And I'm gonna put into that also leadership. That just like your bosses, just like the people in charge of you. If you don't really like working with some people, instead of staying in and looking forward to change your bosses or your leadership, some people will give up, or some people don't really appreciate that because they have a hard time staying in the army with such negative atmosphere in the group. in the squad. I want to continue with the third thing. The third thing will be the pay issue. Okay, the army doesn't really pay. The army, you can get rich in the army, but the army will not give you, like, just like you can easily make a six-figure out there because you have a bachelor degree, or because you're in the tech industry, or you're in the medical industry, or you're an entrepreneur where you can actually control what you do, what you don't do. In the military, you get paid a set amount of money as base pay, set amount of money for food, set amount of money for housing, unless you live in the barrack. Yes, money can be an issue because you can't get rich like that in the army unless you use your brain. So the army doesn't pay a big amount of money, especially if you start as a young soldier, as a junior soldier, I would say, from E1 to E4. Yes, you are not gonna see that much money in the military unless you have a degree, and then you come in as a second lieutenant or as a first lieutenant. Then you work your way all the way up there to senior officers. So pay wise, the army is not really comforting, but on the good note, we're gonna come back to that money topic. And yeah, so it gives you that moderate lifestyle, but not a luxury lifestyle. Pretty much, you get to have everything that you need, but not everything that you want. That's what the army or the military will give you. Deployment. For on the fourth note, I have down here deployment, war, and death. Oh yes, we gotta talk about it. We gotta address it. Some people will not join the military because they are scared that there could be a war. They're scared that they're gonna get deployed and they might never come back. And the families will not really encourage it when you mention that you wanna, that you wanna mention the military. That when you mention that you want to join the military, they will downgrade that idea from you and be like, hey, you really sure you want to do that, or is it a good idea? So they will not encourage you unless you have a family member that was in the service and did good. So that could be your example, the example that you're following. But a lot of people will really not join because they're scared, or that there could be a war and that they're gonna die and stuff like that. But again, you're scared to die. If it's not in uniform, it could be on the road. It could be because you're sick. It could be because you drank water some type of way. It could be for any reason. So people being scared to die because they are soldiers is personal, but that's one of the reasons that people stay away from becoming a soldier. The fifth reason would be grooming. See all this? If you see my previous videos, I used to have dreadlocks. I love to keep my beard. Makes me you look, I don't know, ugly. Let me know in the comment. I respect where I am. I appreciate myself. It comes with the mission. It comes with the job. You have to stay clean. Okay, you need to stay tidy. Again, if you want to keep your beard or you want to keep your hair, yes, there are protocol on that. But grooming could be an issue because you have to respect the regulation. Okay, the military regulation. I'm gonna mention army a lot because I'm in the army, and then I tend to say army real quick. So I almost said the AR, meaning the army regulation. So there's a lot of regulation that you have to follow and pertaining to grooming. Yes, for as far as for males and females, there are certain length for females, jewelries, fingernails, makeups. It gets deeper. It gets deeper if you are that type of person who like to wear all this extra on your face or like to do every extra. The military will keep you moderate, will make you have a simple lifestyle. So if you're not into that, it could be a challenge. On that note, after talking about the negative part of the army for some people, yes, on the other side, you also have the good part. Remember, I told you about the money topic, finance. So as far as you have your finance, if you're struggling on having a job here, having a job there, or not having a secure money coming in for you to take care of your bills or your family or yourself, the army will give you that. You're gonna have a stable income for the length of your contract, unless you renew your contract as long as you want. So the army will give you, or the military will give you, that stability, that financial stability for 100% sure. If when you join the military, it's not a doubt whether it's Sunday or Monday or the holiday, or you getting sick or you traveling, you get paid. Oh yes, talking of traveling, second point. Talking of traveling, the military will take you will take you places. Okay, if not just for your regular job, where every 2 to 3 years, the military will make you go around and discover or be stationed in different states in the USA, in America. Beside you being stationed in America, you can be stationed actually overseas. You're talking about Japan, you're talking about Germany, you're talking about so many places in Europe, you're talking about South Korea, so many countries in Africa, in Hawaii. So they are the military will really going to take you places. And for some of of my battle buddies, some of my colleagues, I had people going to South Korea. I know this friend of mine. He went to South Korea, and some of them went to up north in Alaska. Okay, because they had the airborne into their country. So they like the military will actually get you to travel and discover new places and places that you would have never dreamed of. Okay, and being secured in a secured environment, having to cover any I'm gonna repeat, any needs that you might have. They will cover that, whether it's by yourself or with your family, with your kids. The military will cover you. Let's talk about education. Somebody like me, I've started college for years now, and I never had the opportunity to continue with my college degree, because not because I couldn't, but because I did not have time. Not because I couldn't take a loan, but because I did not have the mental strength. I was worried about having a job, having to provide for my family, always looking for money. I was worried about that instead of being worried about my education. Yeah, so education wise, yeah, that is definitely an opportunity for anyone. As you are doing your job, as you working, you have the opportunity to take classes and continue with your education until you finish your degrees, bachelor, master, PhD, you name it. As long as you have the dedication, you have the will, and yeah, you have what it takes, the military will give you that opportunity to continue and to finish your education until you get to retirement, where you're gonna take advantage of the limitless opportunities that they have out there for veterans. And that gives me and that takes us to point number 4, which is a life as after being a soldier. Because remember, even though we are soldiers for life, after you serve your term, which could be just for 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, or 20, it's up to you, up to your leadership, up to the morale, up to the opportunity, up to your partner, up to all the negative that you're going to incur in being in the military. If you are up to that challenge, you can do your 20 and have a full pension as a retiree, like retire and become a veteran. But if you can't do 20, just 3 years will get you to be a veteran. And when you are a veteran, okay, active duty, 3 years of active duty will get you to have your full education package. That's 4 years college that you can use in perfecting or making your life better. All right, the army, the military will cover your tuitions for 4 years. We'll make sure that you have a roof, meaning that they will give you funds, not just for the education, also the funds for you to live, like the roof. And if you know your ways around, you can apply for some other funds program to get you that package and make your life a little bit easier as you go back to school. But you will have the means to go to school without having to worry about money. Okay, but if you're a hustler while you go to school, your partner probably is also working or not working, you take care of the kids, or and then your partner, you are having a full time. Look, all it takes is one course, physical, or you can take your courses online, and then you sit at home, you do what you gotta do. But the military will give you that opportunity to have a 4 years college degree if you are up to the task. Another benefit: home. You get to be a home owner without a sweat. I would say without a sweat. Okay, by experience, by the experience of people that I've heard, that I've seen, and that I'm meeting. You join the military a year later as an active duty. A year later, you can already buy your home, and you do not have to put anything down. If you don't understand what that is, on a 250,000 house, which is the average right now on in the US market about houses, a 10% is what? 250, that's 25,000. Make that 15%. Okay, that's about 30,000. So just say 20,000, 25,000. Do you have that amount of money to put down to have a house? Okay, but the military will make sure that you do not have to put that money down, and you just start paying for your mortgage. Just as you pay for rent, you pay the same amount in your mortgage. So get in a decent house, in a house that you can afford, with the money that you get already from your paycheck, and buy your house. You're not renting anymore, but you're paying a house that will become yours. What a great opportunity! Besides that, I spoke about the home loan, the education, the referral job priority. When you get done with the military, as a veteran, you have a priority. You are on top of the list when it comes to hiring. If you go to a company and then you apply over there, they're gonna look at your package, your resume. They're gonna look at the civilian resume, and they're gonna compare. If you guys match, or if you guys are the same level, you have the priority to be hired. Okay, because they know about the discipline. They know how valuable you are. Oh yeah, that priority, that priority is above anything that you could imagine. And because they already know the type of training that you do, or as a soldier, as a military, they already know who you are and the type of discipline that you have. You will become a priority. And I want to end this video with that discipline, and discipline. The fact that we wake up super early in the morning at 5 a.m. and then we respond when we are asked. We do as we are told, and we do the mission as best as possible. That give us a little higher stand compared to a civilian that does not have that structure automatically in your brain. 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock we are up. 6:15 we do PT. 9 o'clock we start work. 11 o'clock to 12 is lunch. 3 to 4 p.m. sometimes 5 p.m. the job is over, unless you have CQ, you have guard, or you have anything extra. That is our routine every day, unless there's a special mission, or we're on a rotation, or we go somewhere for a field training. That is our schedule every day, and you get to do that. You do that. It becomes like a machine. It becomes automatic. And when you work now, when an employer see your resume and compare that to a civilian, they're like, I'd rather work with somebody that is that disciplined, and somebody that will give me the result that I need, that will not lie, that will not, again, do not forget, we go through security clearance, we we do things that we can say to the public. We know how to do the right thing, the right time, and anytime. Okay, you order, we do, we execute. That's it. We don't ask questions. We are really, really, really strong with leadership. If you are above, if you're ranked above me, it's yes sir, no question asked. You just execute. That being said, if you have any question or any doubt still in joining the military in this year 2025, 2026, 2027 or 28, all the way, drop it in a comment. I can do other videos responding to questions or addressing some subject that you want me to address, and we're gonna talk about it. I speak French, I speak English, and I'm learning right now Spanish. So my accent can be sometimes strong because I mix here and there, but the mission never fails. Que tu, Sergio, for you.